Okay.
Hey,
Good morning, first of all.
good morning.
And we want to say thank you so much for allowing us to interview you so our clients can see our networking skills and who we know
I
in the
know.
local area. So thank you so much. Anything you want to say?
I'm just really excited to
I know.
have my Becca Boo on here, but we're going to keep it professional. So I'm going to allow her to introduce herself and her business. And before we get into that, if you're viewing our channel for the very first time, my name is Conchetta.
I'm Constance.
And we are C and C Style Me. And this month is helping hands with reaching out and just making sure you all are able to take care of yourselves, knowing how important it is to stay healthy during this quarantine time. And we have a very awesome special guest with us, and I would love for her to go ahead and have at it and let us know what's going on.
Thank you, ladies, for having me. My name is Rebecca Danae Cortes, and I'm a life coach, wellness coach, time management coach. I'm a coach. I help with all those different things. And I'm based here in Chicago. I love working with my beautiful cousins, the image consultants. So I'm really happy to be joining them on their channel today.
Oh, thank you. And I would like to say she has a baby. You forgot to mention what's her name?
Her name is Beatriz Eva Elena Cortes. So we call her B because her initials are BEE. Beatriz means she who brings joy, she who brings happiness. And her middle names are for our mothers, my husband's and mine. Eva for his mom, and Elena for my mom, Elaine.
Oh, cute. But we call her Honeybee. She's
Honeybee.
The first bee in the family.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to get started. We're going to ask the first question is, how did you get started? What motivated you to open or start a business?
Yeah, so it's interesting. I actually have a podcast project coming out later next year that kind of explores this issue of career change. And that's really my story, how I got to this place working as a coach, because I found that in every opportunity that I took to work, I was doing coaching in some capacity. And that's where my passion really lies. So I worked as what's the title? It was program coordinator or something like that for a nonprofit organization. And my favorite project in that role was to help the employees of that company to manage their time better. And I was just asked to put together some articles, some training, whatever I could grab to encourage people to manage their time well and help them understand that they have control over their time and their life and things like that. And that's just one example, but I played many roles like that over the years and every different type of job, varying jobs from that nonprofit position to a retail position. And I always find myself creating systems that really help us to not only manage our time better, but approach life from a healthier perspective. And essentially, I was coaching myself and others. And I thought, what do I want to do long term? What do I want to do when I have children? What fits well with my lifestyle? And that was working for myself, doing the same work, but a little bit more freely and with the flexibility to serve my family in the ways that I really want to. So that's what led me here.
Wow. Now, I must say, now that I think about it, since you were a little girl, you were always the one to say, well, wait a minute, let's think about it.
Yep.
And I was like, oh my God, she's rationalizing everything.
Yeah.
You're like, wait a minute.
I do.
Can we do it another way? What about if we did? Now that I think about that, I was like, oh my, yes, that's exactly what you've always done.
Mm-hmm.
What I've always done.
That way, yeah. And look how it's evolved. It's turned into you being a life coach and actually doing what you always do, helping others.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's amazing.
Of how we walk in our purpose without knowing.
Yeah.
And once we realize it, God is like, yeah, if you only listen to me the first 20 times I was telling you.
Yes.
Your life would have been a lot more easier. And I am just so excited to have you share what you do. So what does a typical day look like when you have the one-on-one coaching with your clients, and what people are targeting?
Yeah. So I'm definitely targeting women because I am a woman. I definitely target women that are similar in age to me, but also women of all ages. I would just say women who are working to make a change in their life. Sometimes it looks more specific than that if the month has a specific theme. So like this month, I've connected more with women who have either come to a place in their life where they need a lot more help than they're used to, or they're offering that sort of help to someone else and it's a struggle for one reason or another. And so that's the kind of woman that I've been targeting this month. But in general, I just connect well with women, especially because I try to do my work out of the sort of an outpouring of who I already am. So that's who I kind of match up with. That's who I connect well with. And I've had a couple of men come to some of my workshops, and that's always great. They are welcome. But it's mainly women. What was the rest of your question? I'm sorry. Oh, what does a typical day look like?
Oh, yeah. What does it look like if they contact you? Like, how does that process work?
Yeah, so people that find me through my website can send me an email directly through the buttons on the site that are just under the type of program that they might select. So there are plenty of ways to get in touch there. And then sometimes it's people through Instagram, and if they just send me a message, I can respond with, whatever tips or information they're looking for. And if there are upcoming opportunities to connect more professionally, joining a workshop or doing one-on-one coaching, we connect that way as well. Sometimes it's through other businesses. So like connecting with you all, getting to know your work and highlight your work on my channel and doing the same for yours. There are so many different ways, but a typical day looks like, communicating via email or text message with clients, setting up times to do individual coaching, usually following a workshop. So that's where they get to come in and join in the work that I'm doing with a group. And then we meet individually to apply what they've learned. And usually it's a few weeks out, so they've had a chance to kind of tackle it on their own. And then they come to me with, okay, I tried, and here's what's working and here's what's not working. And then I can help them to look critically, think critically, kind of like Constance was describing that I've done since I was a child. How else can we think about this, And from there, we create really well-designed action steps, which is key. So not just, hey, this isn't working for you, do it this way. Instead, it's, this isn't working. Tell me, why isn't it working? Let's explore what are the barriers to making this change for you. And thinking really critically about when and how and what specifically can be done to make that change in their life. So it's all a very customized, but very specific to that person's need. It's a broad approach that kind of hones in eventually on specific actions that can be really life-changing. So that's what it looks like.
You pretty much have a target, though. You're targeting those points that they're looking for the help. So
Yes.
That's great. Now I wanted to ask you how I saw one of your sessions last week where Honey Bee was in the background and she was just wailing, she was just crying, and your voice was so soft. You say, now if you have candles, we're gonna have Christmas candles. I was like, oh my God. How does she do this? Yes, how is she focused? Like, how are you doing that? And I truly enjoyed that. I really did. Mm-hmm. And when I focused in on your voice and you were not loud, it changed. It blocked out everything. So what was the key in that? What were you trying to show us?
Well, that program is called Thrive Circle. And it's essentially me setting the example, living out what I'm telling everyone else to do by, taking the time to focus in on my breathing, focus in on meditation, whatever else is happening, pausing to take care of myself. And yes, sometimes that's even when the baby is crying in the background. and what you don't know is that I had just put her down, and I normally let her cry for about 15 minutes so she can try to go to sleep on her own before I go back. So she went down, I did Thrive Circle, and I went right back to pick her up. And that's some of the balance of doing this business at home during a pandemic. And you're always going to hear my baby in the background. but that's a skill that I've developed to be able to focus on what's present, what's in front of me. I wouldn't say that I drown out or I ignore the baby's crying, but it's happening. And I also know that I'm right here. This is what I need to be doing. And so it's a practice of accepting, what is going on all around us, not necessarily ignoring it or being ignorant of it, but practicing the discipline of being very present and focusing on what's right in front of you, knowing that this moment will pass. I knew I could be still and breathe deeply because I was going to come again to pick up my baby and soothe her crying. And at the same time, I'm giving her the opportunity to learn how to soothe herself. So that's hilarious because I didn't necessarily plan on her crying during the meditation session, but it served a good purpose.
Yeah, that was perfect. Awesome. So I can say for sure that I've attended a workshop before, and I've looked at a couple of Thrive Circles that you post. And I'm telling you guys now that are going to be watching this, she is always organized, focused, and to the point. I mean, if you really need help with trying to redirect and refocus and center yourself, especially with a lot that's been going on this year, if you want to reboot, restart, and just get a hold on organizing your life in general, Rebecca is excellent. Excellent at that. And are there any workshops or any promotions that you have going on the upcoming year?
Yeah, so I'm excited to collaborate more with you ladies and do a workshop perhaps on image consulting style sort of thing, and ways that serves us as self-care. So I'm excited for that. Some upcoming things. I'm starting a coaching subscription program. I don't have a release date for that yet, but in the coming months, I want to offer a subscription so that at the first level, you get one coaching session per month, plus access to my 3 core workshops on time management and motivation and routines. And then in addition to that, you would get access to all the workshops that come out throughout the whole subscription period. So in a 6 to 12 month period, that might be 1 to 4 new workshops that you get access to in addition to that coaching. And on the higher levels, you get more individual one-to-one coaching throughout the month, each month of your subscription, as well as guidance and encouragement in between sessions. So the coaching subscription is a way to get more coaching experience with a lot. It's more for your money, essentially. It's a value opportunity. So I plan to do those workshops, those 3 core ones, make them into recorded videos and share them with the subscribers, but then also have live workshops on things like authenticity, more opportunities for self-care and learning to meditate and learning to approach your spirituality, mine being Christianity, in a way that serves your whole life and those around you. There's another opportunity I have coming up to join a discipleship group. So again, as a Christian, I want to give opportunities for people to not only grow in their self-care and motivation and organizing their life and things, but to really study the Bible and grow in their faith in ways that align with all these other things that we're talking about. So Those are some of the workshops and opportunities. The Thrive Circle, that meditation where you might hear my baby crying in the background, is going to be on Friday mornings going forward, Friday mornings at 9 a.m. And it'll just be a time of reflection and meditation and prayer. And I'm just trying to set the example and practice what I preach. So those are some of the things coming up.
Yeah, that Thrive Circle is so relevant because we are so busy doing so many things, and we truly, in the midst of that, get kind of chaotic and wild about what we're doing, and nothing is organized, and we're hitting and missing what we're actually supposed to be doing. So when you had that Thrive Circle, I was studying. And I said, I need to take a break. I just need to take a break. I couldn't think anymore. And so when I was scrolling through the phone, I said, let me check and see what's going on. And I saw that. I said, well, let me see what's going on here. And I started out laughing. I just started laughing because I was like, as you were getting softer, she was getting louder. And I said, well, let me just focus. I said, that's the reason why I had to take a break, so that I can refocus.
Yeah.
So that actually helped me do that. So yeah, those Thrive Circles, I will be tuning in.
Glad to hear it. And they are on Instagram Live for those who are watching and wondering, where is this happening? They're on Instagram Live, so you can follow me there. As you can see my name here on the video, Rebecca Danae Cortes. That's my Instagram handle and my website. So you can find me there.
And we're going to put all of her info in the description of this video. Also, Rebecca, I just want to personally thank you for reaching out to us and partnering with CNC. Yeah. This has been amazing. Mm-hmm. We're so excited to move forward with new projects and things in the works. Is there anything else that you would like to share about wellness and remaining healthy during these times? I know some people are at home and they're just feeling, depressed and wishing that things will turn around and change. Do you have any encouraging words to share with the audience on today?
Yeah, you make a good point when you say wishing that things would turn around, wishing things would change. We do wish for that. But one thing I try to encourage my clients to remember is that every day is a new opportunity for them to craft the life they want to live. So if you know that life is not going the way that you want it to, consider, what can I do to be the person that I actually want to be? If it's that you want to be a person who wakes up early in the morning and gets a bunch of stuff done, first of all, we might walk through some questions. Why? Is that really practical for you in this season? We could think critically about those things and come to conclude what actually is going to serve your life and make it better. But you are the one who creates the life that you live. So while there are challenges and there are things to be overcome and things that will get in the way, there's a lot that's in our control in terms of how we approach life, the perspectives that we bring to it. So what can you do today? What can you do this morning even to craft your life, to make it an intentional choice? And that's the kind of thing that I hope to encourage people to think about. And specifically, remember what your priorities are. If, for example, your list of priorities is your faith in God first, and then your family, and then your friends, and then your work, does your life look like that? Are you spending time with God first, and then with family and with friends and with work in that order? Not necessarily the amount of time, but the priority of time. Consider that, and then what can you do to arrange your life in this new year to align with your priorities? So if anyone looks at your schedule, if anyone looks at the way you spend your time, they know what's first, what's second, what's third, and what's fourth in your life. So that's what I would encourage people to do. Whatever you do, if you hire me, if you work with image consultants, or you are tackling this on your own, whatever you're doing, align your priorities, make sure they look the way that you really know you want them to look, and then be intentional about making it happen. That's what I would encourage you to do.
Oh man, I feel like
I know. Amazing. I'm just saying, if you all would love to get more of this, please feel free to contact her And we are just so thankful to have you here. I don't know about
Yeah.
you, Mom. I feel like I was just in a session.
I know.
I
got to do some things. I got to straighten this out. But great to know that businesses, we open up more opportunities when we partner. So I'm so glad to partner with you, and that in the long run that we will be able to help others, as you say, get more structure, get more balance, get a foundation, and add some more substance to their lives. So yeah, I'm happy about that. So can you repeat the business, where they can find you, and how you can help?
Yeah, so the business is just me. Right now, I'm a sole provider. One day I have a business name in mind. We'll see if I want to hire some employees. But for today, you can find me on Instagram and at my website at Rebecca Danae Cortes. It's spelled out just like it is here on the video screen. Under my face is my name, and in the description box. But I'm here to help you to craft the life you want to live. And it's my mission to help people live more abundant lives with better time management, better structure, organization. So yeah, reach out to me if you are just interested in connecting. I'd love to just chat with you. Whether you are looking for a free consultation, which I do offer 30-minute free consultation, so you can get a taste of what it's like to work with me as a coach, whether we're doing that or just connecting with one another as friends, as business owners. I'd love to get to know more of you who are watching this video, and I'll continue to work with these wonderful image consultants. I'm so excited for what we have coming in the next year. So we'll all get to know each other even more.
Yeah. So you guys listen, this is a great gift for a family, friend, even a coworker or a manager or yourself or a boss.
Yeah.
Able to hone in those ideas and all of those agendas you have going on, and to put some finality to that, so that you'll be able to manage out your day and your life. So we're excited again that CNC Style Me is working with Rebecca, our life coach. Listen, I said our life coach.
She mad. I don't know about
our life coach. Yes. And so we ask that you all continue to tune in. She's giving those thriving circles on Friday morning. So that's an opportunity. Follow her on Instagram Live, and you'll be able to meet Honeybee.
She'll join us for sure.
Join both of them. And I appreciate, and also I just want to throw this in real quick. Your mom was talking about your yoga moves, your meditative moves. And so she joined us, the baby, that B working.
Happy baby.
Yes. I was like, oh my God, she has B working with her too. So I guess we'll be able to tune in and find out some of those moves and meditative positions too, right?
Yeah, I don't consider myself a fitness instructor, but I do a lot of fitness and I like to share. So yeah, I'll post some things so you can see me and B doing our yoga together. It's pretty cute. She loves it, especially when I'm standing over her stretching and she's just giggling all over the place. So I could definitely share those as well.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Rebecca. You all.
Thank you.
Saturday. Yeah. And we will come back to you later with CNC and Rebecca.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Rebecca. Bye-bye.